In this video, I'll be breaking down for you how we helped Palm Gardens and Guest House, located right here in Kanyanya in Kampala, Uganda, increase from 0 events happening at their hotel to over 10 events happening a week, because there are 40 events that they are running within every single month. So what did we do within to help get them results in such a short period of time? In this video, I'm just going to break down each and everything, so that if you're out there and you own any kind of gardens, guest house, hotel, follow the same guide and you will drive similar results. Now, at the point we met them, to be honest, Palm Gardens was spending about 4 or 5 million in ads, but you know how you're doing ads here, you're doing this. So there are so many things that were a little bit disjointed. At the end of the day, if you would ask the gentleman, so let me know what value has come out of that money, he wouldn't really truly pinpoint what has come out. He would as if have messages on WhatsApp, messages coming in on his email, but to be honest, he didn't like have clear understanding of here's what I'm putting in and this is the kind of result that I'm coming out. He was under the assumption that at some point it will pay off, but didn't really understand the details. So meaning, since his background was not in marketing, he didn't truly understand how to put return on investment on money. With that in mind, we took him a step back, meaning the first thing we did was right here, come up with the strategy. Under the strategy, the first thing we had to address is who are we selling to? Yes, you can be a guest house. Yes, you can be a guest house or an Airbnb, but not everyone is your customer. I try to break it down for him in this way. As an example, some people focus on people who are coming from up country to stay in their facilities. Other people focus on people who are in the neighborhood. Other people focus on corporate organizations, saying, you know what, us let our focus be in these organizations, because we know when we get two, we are going to make $50,000-$80,000 with just from those two in terms of sales. So it was important that we kind of understood who we were reaching out to. Now we broke it down in two things. Number one was the events, meaning who are we targeting for the events? They have a free venue where you can literally go for free as long as you're buying food from the facility, which food is also extremely affordable, around 28,000 shillings for the entire buffet. Then they have the rooms as well, meaning they have about 72 rooms, meaning when you're looking for a place to stay around Kampala, they have a very, very nice view. I will probably put some of their pictures and videos within this very video, so that you guys can pick up what kind of facility they have. So step number one was to identify who they were selling to. Now we broke this down in two chunks. For the residences, they excluded people who are coming from up country. They excluded people who are coming from abroad. They said, you know what? Our bread and butter has been people that are staying within the neighborhood. Guys who are coming, I'm moving from Ginger to here. Let me use this place to stay. Oh, I'm just looking for a place to enjoy myself. Let me just go here. So the focus was around how do we get people from Kampala, Mukono, Ginger, nearby areas, 50-kilometer radius to Kampala. Then for their second product, which was their event, that's where we now focused on how do we get people from up country. How do we get people who have very large events? This could be corporate organizations, this could be NGOs. So now the strategies we came up with were just around how do we get to residentials, and number two, how do we get the corporate community. Now, with that said, we broke it down into a few things, a few methodologies that we're going to use. Methodology number one, to get the general public, it was just a matter of creating content and running better optimized ads. Then for the corporate ecosystem, that's where they now chose to use Tremby, which Tremby is an AI software that will look for your bids or for the decision makers within those organizations, so to try and sell to them. In fact, they hired a new marketer who was helping them create all this content, who we went ahead and trained. And number two, we also went ahead and trained their team on how to use the Tremby Sales AI to deliver these kinds of results. Now, the moment they settled down on those two things, all they started doing was double down on content, double down on using the AI. And within the very first week, they had 40 people reaching out. And of the 40 people, 10 of them went and booked the facility for some kind of event. So sometimes, yes, you might be doing a lot of marketing, but as long as it's not where your background is, it's always important you talk to someone whose background is in sales and marketing, like myself, who will kind of just help you open up certain things. As an example, the ads they were running, They were spending so much but getting the least quality people. That's why I was like, why don't you use our platform? Because it's going to literally feed the meta algorithm who your ideal customers are. And just by that simple switch, within the very first week, they made almost 100 million just by getting better quality leads coming in. So the truth is, sometimes sales and marketing is relatively easy. It's just a matter of you getting to understand what do I need to do. Because just like these guys, all they did is just break down what is our strategy. Then on a day-to-day, all we were doing is tracking what has happened in the ads, what has happened from the sales AI, what value has come out. And at the end of the day, it's once you have all this data in a central place, which is your Trendy CRM software, it means everything is in one place. So if you're out there and you're honestly trying to figure out how do you increase your sales, and sometimes if it's not your background, get someone who actually understands what they are doing. They are going to save you millions and millions of shillings just by doing that. And that's what we did for them and how we're working with them. We're continuously working with them. Don't forget, we share a ton of content on sales and marketing on our channel. If you're looking for the 7 ways you can actually drive sales for your organizations, there's a video right there on our channel. Check it out. I'll probably leave it tagged here. Bye-bye for now.